Hello, my friends. Welcome to Karen Ann's Story Corner. I'm Karen Ann, and I absolutely love books, and I hope you'll learn to love them too. I'm excited for us to get to share stories with each other. And this book that I have for you is called The Very Fairy Princess, and it was written by Julie Andrews and Emma Walton Hamilton. And I love this story. Let's see what happens. Hi, I'm Geraldine. I'm a fairy princess. You may not believe me, but I can tell you that I am. There she is. She sure looks like a fairy princess. I know I'm a fairy princess because I feel it inside, a sparkly feeling of just knowing what's in my heart. Also, I do everything that fairy princesses do. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I put on my crown. Fairy princesses are always presentable. You never know who you might bump into, even on the stairs. For breakfast, I have fairy pancakes with extra fairy dust on top. Yum! Oh, fairy princesses have very refined taste. Then it's time to choose my royal attire for the day. The big decision, which dress to wear. Pink and white, pink and purple, pink and red, or just plain pink. My brother Stuart says that fairy princesses don't wear sneakers and don't have scabby knees. I say sneakers help me practice my flying skills, especially when we're late for the school bus, and scabs are just the price you pay. Fairy princesses are very practical. My best friend Delilah doesn't believe that I'm a fairy princess. I say you can be whatever you want to be. You just have to let your sparkle out. For instance, I tell her, you sparkle whenever you play the trombone. Fairy princesses are very supportive. Flying is not allowed in class, so at school I hang my wings up in my cubby. Besides, they'd get squished in our morning meeting. My teacher, Miss Pym, says fairy princesses don't fidget or interrupt. But how else can you be on the lookout for problems to solve? Sometimes you have to speak up, like when our class pet, Houdini the hamster, escapes. Fairy princesses know when to take charge. My favorite classes are art and music. That's when I really let my sparkle out. I use lots of glitter, sequins, and feathers when I paint. Sometimes there's just not enough space on the walls for all my pictures. Fairy princesses like to keep extra gifts on hand for special occasions, like when Grandma comes to visit. All fairy princesses love to sing. Did you know that? I love to sing. Do you like to too? Geraldine says that once in a while she gets carried away, and Mr. Higginbottom reminds her that there's only room for one conductor in the chorus. The absolute best time of the week is when I have ballet after school. I wear my fluffy tutu and I twirl and whirl and leap light as a feather. Occasionally, my crown gets in the way, but I'm working on that. Fairy princesses know that practice makes perfect. Back home, it's time for my fairy snack. Pink lemonade and sugar cookies with extra sprinkles. Double yum. Then it's into the garden I go to attend to my royal duties, like rescuing frogs. You never know when one might be a prince. Building little houses for my fellow fairies, and exercising my unicorn. Those unicorns need a lot of exercise. Mom calls me in from my bath. She says that fairy princesses don't have dirty fingernails. I say it's the price you pay for having so many responsibilities. I have to remove my crown to shampoo my hair, but I make one out of bubbles just to tide me over. Fairy princesses are very creative. Stuart says fairy princesses shouldn't watch TV before they've done their homework. I say even a fairy princess needs a break to keep her sparkle from sagging. Besides, how else can you keep up with the fairy news of the day? Daddy knows I'm a fairy princess. When he comes home from work, he always says, "How's my little princess today?" So that's all right. Being a fairy princess can be very demanding. Ugh, sometimes it's all I can do to stay awake through dinner. Do you ever get that tired where you've just had such a rough day you almost fall asleep at dinner time? Fairy princesses need lots of beauty sleep to recharge their sparkle. Daddy carries me up to bed and Mommy tucks me in. There she is, all tired and ready to go to bed. Sweet dreams, Jerry. That's her nickname. They whisper to me from the door. You'll always be our very fairy princess. And there she is. The end. Oh, my friends, I hope you really liked that book. Now remember that you are never, ever alone, my friends, when you read a book. Reading can take you to any place and any time and will introduce you to friends that you can only imagine. So never, ever spend a day without reading a book. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye now.